Conversation.
20
years. I'm about to celebrate my 35th year in broadcasting, and 16 years of those are watching you. Dwyane, thank you so much for joining us here at Center Court. It is your house, so we thank you for allowing us.
Don't do this. Don't say. Don't do the small steps.
Feels good being in the winner's circle. I missed you guys.
Listen, they missed you too.
Look at the camera and do the Jason. You Jason Jackson. Hit it.
I'm Jason Jackson.
We're going to talk about the free throws later.
When you had your hair,
Yes.
back in the day,
Yeah.
I would have went with something basic like a black.
Gotcha.
Like, go with the Miami Heat.
That's just overkill. That's just overkill.
I never done that before.
Dwyane, the greatest player in the history of this franchise. Come on, man. We rolled out the top space in this joint for you.
What's up?
Welcome to Resorts World Las Vegas.
Hello.
Conrad Hotel, just for you.
Beautiful. What's up, my man?
Yeah. All right. Oh, I've been waiting 20 years for this conversation.
20
years.
With the 5th pick in the 2003 NBA Draft, the Miami Heat select
Dwyane Wade! Dwyane Wade! There you go! Oh, what a through-the-leg dribble! What a play by Dwyane Wade! Something you've never seen before. What a finish for Dwyane Wade! Wade can't get the shot up, just throws it up. Got it! Dwyane Wade right at the buzzer! He throws up a prayer, and it is answered!
I just prayed to God during that whole time that, I get picked here, and I did. So, my wishes was granted.
How nice is that, first of all, the symmetry of your draft to your Hall of Fame induction?
Yeah, it's crazy.
What imagine?
I think you try to find things like I hold on to things in threes. Like, I won a championship in my 3rd year. Like you're searching for these things. But 20 years, that just happened. And it wasn't planned. And my entire career from getting drafted to entering the Hall is a 20-year career. Pretty special.
If I could do it all over again, I would love to go 5 once again to Miami because it's a place where I feel I belong.
The Miami Heat, they've done it! They win their first championship in franchise history! 2006 Miami Heat! Miami Heat!
3 is your magic number. So let's get to the thing you just indicated. You went through it like that's how it happens. Most people don't win a championship number 1, and then most people don't do it in their 3rd year.
Can you believe this happened so early in your career?
No, with hard work and dedication and faith and belief, anything can happen.
As you've had time to look back on it, and we're nearing the 20th anniversary of that thing. Can't wait to celebrate that with you.
Wow.
Do you think about how hard it was to win, or do you think more about how easy you made it look?
Now I have a different perspective. I kind of know now how hard it is. I mean, obviously, a lot of things got to go right. But to be 24 years old in my 3rd year in the NBA and to be able to perform at that level on a big stage like that.
Wade on the drive, inside, banks it in. Wade pulls up, bang! Dwyane Wade again! Oh, my. And he's making it so easy. Wade right at Daniels. Tough shot, count it, and a foul. Oh, my.
Now I look back and I was like, oh, you're bad. You was a bad boy. You was a bad boy.
We were all saying it then.
Yeah, I'm less humble about it now. Little bad boy.
Oh, my. Chris Bosh sending it out. And look at that pass by LeBron.
Wade will get a breakaway. What a play.
The big 3 on display.
As I'm walking into the Hall of Fame, I'm thinking about the entire journey right now, right? And so when I think about the journey of the big 3, to be able to say, you know what, this is where I want to spend the next 4 to 6 years of my life. This is who I want to play with. That was special for us because we never experienced that before, especially coming from the community that we come from. You don't get a chance to decide a lot of your faith.
Brian looked at both of us. He's like, this is crazy. What are y'all doing here? What am I doing here? What are we doing here together?
I could picture LeBron sitting there. I could picture Chris Bosh sitting there. And I could picture me here. And just looking at each other like, wait, so we doing this?
Wade County, I love you.
Retiring kind of seamlessly
Yeah.
in a Miami Heat uniform. How special was that for you?
Yeah, it was very special. As a player, I think you have to try to find a time where you're like, all right, look around, when can I land this plane? You know, I've had an amazing career, amazing journey, but I want to make sure that my plane is landed as softly as possible. And you don't always get to control that.
Wade, 7 seconds left, forces one up and scores!
Welcome back to your home, Dwyane Wade.
It felt like I was needed. And as a player, you know, someone who has given everything he had to a city, state, organization, it felt good to come back at that time and to feel that warm welcome back home.
One last dance, man.
Dwyane Wade's last dance has become quite the swan song.
I know I speak for everybody here. We appreciate you. Thank you, brother. We love you, man. Thank you. Don't forget about us on the West Coast.
Tonight, Chris, you are.
Don't drop it on you. My eyes are sweating, man.
As I said yesterday, man, a lot of this has been about me, man, but I appreciate you guys, man. This is not easy. And you guys definitely made me feel like I deserved everything. Y'all made it about me.
The last seconds of Dwyane Wade's career.
What do you want that long-lasting Dwyane Wade legacy to be?
That's a great question. And I do spend time thinking about that. At 41 years old, I think that's the thing that picks me up every day and gets me out of bed at 5 in the morning every day. It's that feeling of, what is my true purpose? You know, when you're a kid, you think basketball is that's life. That's the rest of my life. This is what I want to do. This is who I am. Gone. And I got so much more life left.
Basketball has stopped, but life continues. We good over here.
Oh, what a play! Oh my God! He's Superman! Wade puts it up. It's good!
Yeah, baby! Stan Van Gundy went to the rookie and he delivered.
Stolen by Wade. Oh, gets in and throws it down.
Wade, nice through the defense, puts it up. It's good, and a foul.
I'm about to celebrate my 35th year in broadcasting.
Wow.
And 16 years of those are watching you. And 15
Sorry,
of
I'm
those
sorry.
close up. No. Complete pleasure of my career and my jewelry box. I thank you very much for all of it. But in honor of those years and your number 3 and the holiness of that Trinity, you get 3 favorite Miami Heat moments.
Well, I'm gonna go with what jumped in my head immediately. I got 2.
Easily, I would
So,
imagine it.
game winner at home in Chicago. This is my house against the Bulls, my hometown team. I mean, I couldn't script that any better.
Wade with a steal, with 2. Wade puts it up for the win. Yeah, baby! He did it!
It was so good. And then you can even see like my run pattern changed because I was like, oh wait, this I dreamed of this. Let me go.
So it came to you as it was organic. You also were thinking back.
Oh yeah, like if you go back, I fall off UD Bigfoot, and I get up and I'm about to run, just run around the arena, and I was like, let me go this way because this is what I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to jump up.
Did you see the Arisons right there? Did you realize?
No, I didn't realize
team ownership was right there.
No, not when I ran.
Such a forever moment.
It was, and then when I see the video and I see the picture, I see Nick. I see Nick like doing that, and it was just it was a great moment. And so to me, that's my number 1 probably moment.
Esta es mi casa. Esta es mi casa.
Number 2 would actually be my game winner in the Garden. You ever heard the Garden Quiet?
3 seconds left. Wade steps back. Yes! He won it! He won it! Dwyane Wade won it!
It was so silent that I didn't even know. I was like, wait, did that shot even really count? Like, what happened? It's just like everyone just stopped.
It count.
And I was like, no, it counted. I mean, you've heard players, and especially great players, talk about their favorite places to play. And the Garden always comes up. But that moment right there to me was I have arrived. I am here. Y'all gonna see me moment.
Give us one more. Number 3.
Number 3 moment for me that sticks out in my mind was when we won our first championship in 2006 and watching UD cry.
7 seconds left in the game. Dallas down 3. Terry shoots the 3.
NBA champions!
It's like a 1,000-pound weight off my shoulders, man, because nobody never gave me a chance. Nobody never gave me nothing. And I just continue to work hard. I'm just thankful.
He finally admitted it, by the way.
We got footage.
I know, but he's been fighting it for 16, 17 years.
And I can be honest now, at 43 years old, I did cry a little bit. Just a little bit.
06, he finally told the truth about 06 in the locker room. I've been waiting for that for 18 years.
That's when I knew how much it really meant. Not to win. I mean, everyone wants to win. We all wants to win. But in that moment of seeing my brother, who just admitted that he's cried 20 years, almost 20 years later, that was so special for the city of Miami, for the state of Florida.
You know, they talk about me, leading this team in MVP for scoring, but Udonis was the reason we won the series, because his defense on Dirk, on a great play on Dirk, and James Posey. So I give all the credit to Udonis, man. You did it for us, dog.
1, 2, 3,
It was a football town, and at that moment right there, we was able to put our stamp, and start the legacy, really start the legacy. I know before us players did their part, but from a winning standpoint, from what we talk about, from a real standpoint, what the culture is about winning, and that was the first step to that. So Shaq guaranteeing the championship and us delivering on that championship, seeing my big brother tear up, I'll never forget that.
Fantastic to continue our conversation here in Resorts World Las Vegas's Conrad Hotel, high atop, 66 floors.
66 floors. That's a couple threes put together.
Yes, it is. Come on, we didn't make mistakes. We do stuff on purpose. I want to welcome you to television, but you've splashed in and dominated. Flash.
I was a communication major, but I did broadcasting journalism in high school, and so I was preparing for maybe an opportunity one day I would be able to talk about the game of basketball.
Why is there no sense of urgency? That's what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. Right. As soon as the clock go, you got to get at it. It ain't about being cool and going around and looking all cute and everything.
It's not easy, but it's easier just to play the game and focus on you and then maybe with your team. But to be able to, sit down and go through each team, go through their offense, go through their coaching. Like, I had to learn the game in a different way. Sometimes throughout the season, you're going to lose games like this. It's unfortunate, but they will learn from it and they definitely will bounce back. I feel that life is meant to be lived. And, there's things out here for us to try. And I'm a firm believer in trying them.
So Dwyane Wade is moving into the business side of basketball.
Three-time NBA champion is now a part owner of the Utah Jazz.
What's the biggest adjustment you had to make from player to ownership?
I've learned a lot about the game once again that I didn't know as a player. It's not as easy and as smooth as you think. You think it's just checks should just be written and things should be done. But you also understand this is a business and all that goes into the business and all surrounds the business. At the same time as I was focusing on basketball, business was a big part of my portfolio and what I wanted to become when the game was through. And so I'm excited about what this not only does for the NBA, but what it does for the little boys and girls out there that look like myself.
Break some news for us. What's next? Some
of the things that I have is where you'll see me spending more time on, trying to build. I'm really big in my wine brand, right? Like, I'm trying to go full steam ahead. I don't know what's going to come from the outside. I have a lot of endeavors. And right now, it's all about focusing on, on the ones that I need to put some work into. But also trying to be the best dad I can be. I got kids at all different generations. and I'm trying to be a father to a 21-year-old and a father to a 4-year-old. And that is two totally different parents that need to show up.
My smile creates joy.
My smile creates joy.
Yes.
All right, give it to somebody who hasn't read one yet.
My future is bright.
My future is bright.
Yeah.
Good one. That's the best one in the Good job.
Let's talk about Kaseya for a second. Folks are starting to label her your twin.
There you go.
What?
I like the competitiveness.
Definitely in how she looks and the way her body is built.
Right.
She has my body. She has my
does it
walk.
freak you out? You're like, what?
No, it's crazy.
His genes are dominant.
No, it's so dominant. We look at it like it's so cool because she looks at me and she's like, she loves the fact that we have the same skin tone, that we have the same eyes and the same lips, and that to me, that makes me feel, that makes me feel good. That my daughter look at herself and she sees beauty in herself, and then she looks like her dad.
I'm so beautiful.
But listen, she is her mom. A lot of ways that y'all don't get to see.
We're gonna get this party started.
That is, we do know, without a doubt. With Zaire, now that you're watching him play and try to find his path in basketball, how does that role reversal feel and how does it work?
Yeah.
Because also I've seen the clips, you were there still coaching him too.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm a show up parent. I think one thing I had to understand, and I think what most parents we have to understand, is our kids are not us.
I heard him calling him Young Flash, and it was about, that's cool, but I want to give him his own name. He's Zaire, bro. He has his own self.
At one point, I used to talk to Zaire as, this is how I play. This is what I would do. And I had to sit back and watch how Zaire played and what Zaire would do. So I stopped comparing him to me. Just like I want him to stop comparing himself to me. I had to do the same thing. And so I think I've become a better basketball dad because I've stopped comparing him to me and I've started enjoying the way that he played the game of basketball.
Be true to yourself, because are you really even, it's what's the point of being on this earth if you're gonna try to be someone you're not? It's like you're not even living as yourself, which is like the dumbest concept to me.
As for Zaya, you all have been amazing and open about her courageous journey. What are the challenges about making this as important as it's been for all of you all and her specifically?
Well, it's a lot of challenges. I think the one you point to first is the worldly challenges.
Yeah.
I'm in a place in life where I pick up my phone and you got certain states that are banning, things that my daughter needs. But in the midst of all the things that we cannot control and some of the things that we will fight for, we will try, it's really for us is about our sanctuary that we provide for Zaya, right? We provide a different kind of space and air for her to be her. We've always done that, which have allowed her to be comfortable being Zaya.
Let's go! Let's go! Woo! Let's go!
So I'm watching this beautiful flower blossom, and to me, it warms my heart because I'm thankful that I was chosen to be her father. And I'm thankful that, I was chosen to be, the one that she lives with, that I can deal with this every day. We can together, we can hold hands and we can walk out in the world. And so I'm proud of her, and she is the coolest Wade, the coolest Wade. I'm telling you, there is. No one's cooler than Zaya. So look at the whole journey. I feel like in life when we're born, we get a blank canvas. And it's on us to create our Picasso, if you will. And if I look at my Picasso from a basketball standpoint, I'm proud of what that brush has been able to do. And that brush is that basketball.
Dwyane Wade, you are a giant. Wade falling away, puts it in. Dwyane Wade does it again. What a clutch performance from Dwyane Wade.
Stoudemire pick and roll. Blocked by Dwyane Wade. The best shot blocking guard on the ball. And he hit the shot. He hit that shot.
Triple double for Wade. How perfect is that?
I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, what is the purpose? And what am I leaving behind? I'm on a search for that every day. And the only way I know how to get to that answer is to get up every day and just work my ass off. So everything I do, from how I work out, to how I be a parent, to how I show up in meetings. If I show up and I work hard at everything, at the end of it, it's gonna show me. I'm gonna leave what my purpose was. And so I don't try to do these things. I don't look for things to talk about or be a part of. They find you. My purpose is finding me as I go out and I work my butt off for something I can't see. Just like in basketball, I couldn't see it, but I wanted to be it. So I worked my butt off to become it. And I did. So I can't wait to see what the next 20 years is like. I hope they're way different than my first 20 and then my last 20. I hope these next 20 years is something that I could be remembered for doing something that's even greater than what my sport allowed me to do.
Call coming through.
I don't normally answer numbers that don't have a name to it.
Hey, Wade, Jerry Colangelo calling. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How are you doing? It's good to hear your voice.
Everybody knew, including you, that you were going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. You had earned that. But it's still a moment. It's still a moment when that phone rings.
It's still a moment.
Oh, walk us through how humbling and altering that phone call is when you hear that you've moved from finalist to enshrining.
Yeah, it's the call, right? It's something about that call that changes everything. It makes it real.
Unanimously selected to the Basketball Hall of Fame.
You got multiple?
And you enjoy every minute of this because it only comes around once.
That's the call. In my mind, I go all the way back to being a kid that loved the game of basketball. I had a ball and a dream. I can't say no one believes, you know, like obviously I had people in my life to believe, but sometimes it's just like, oh, that's cute. Oh, you want to be in the NBA. Oh, that's cute. You know, you kind of get that through life. Like, go ahead.
Keep working on that.
Yeah, keep working hard, you know, little Dwyane. You know, I can't believe it at the same time. Like, I'm here and I'm like, yeah, I'm a famer and I'm gonna talk my stuff. At the same time, I'm like, are y'all serious? Like, I'm in the Hall of Fame as one of the greatest players ever. So it's unreal, honestly. Heat Nation, y'all in here? You see the red I'm wearing? I'm wearing that road red that Riley loved. That's what I'm wearing tonight.
We're sitting up here at the Hall of Fame. At the Hall of Fame, bro. Who would have thought?
What? Me? Huh? Thank you for caring enough about this young kid from Robbins. This is the real moment right here. That's when it gets real. When you start seeing all the people that you played with over this journey, you know, and you're like, damn, like, we are here. I'm here and I'm like, yeah, I'm a famer and I'm gonna talk my stuff. At the same time, I'm like, are y'all serious? Like, I'm in the Hall of Fame as one of the greatest players ever. So it's unreal, honestly.
You were unanimously selected to the Basketball Hall of Fame.
That's the call. This is a big one, you know. It ain't this is my house, but this is a big moment. Being here, you get everything that you do, you get closer and closer and closer to that enshrinement moment. And so as I walk in the Hall of Fame with one of the greatest teams to ever go in the Hall of Fame, I feel lucky. This whole journey is surreal. To be in the same breath as greatness, it's not something that I dreamed of, or not something my dad dreamed of. It's fitting though, you know, and so it feels right.
Come on, family. Come on, family. Give me hugs. Look at y'all beautiful family.
Come on, man.
Brother.
Black excellence doing what it got to do.
Black excellence, man.
Brother, enjoy every nanosecond.
Bro, I'm floating.
Every nanosecond.
I ain't even here. My body just here. I'm floating, dog. What's up, man? Where we at?
Around the corner here, Dwyane.
That's when it gets real. When you start seeing all the people that you played with over this journey, you know, and you're like, damn, like, we are here. Right now, we're getting the opportunity to sign for the fans who have been there, have had sleepless nights with us, traveled on the road with us, just have built their lives in a sense around their favorite teams or their favorite players. And so we're getting a chance to kind of give them that love right back.
I come from Australia 3 times to see you.
Australia?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you're playing last season and Jersey retired in '90s.
Man, well, big moments then, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for your travels, man.
Dwyane, thanks for all the back-to-backs against the Spurs. Honestly, we're Spurs fans, but it was a fun matchup.
It was, man. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, appreciate the competition.
The fans are a part of our story. They motivate you. You know, they give you that extra when you need it. Without the fans, there's no game. And so we're thankful for them.
How you doing?
Man, I'm good, man.
How can I not be?
Huh?
How can I not be good?
I mean,
I'm at the Hall of Fame.
I mean, all those years, man, all those years makes it worth it.
All the sacrifices and everything makes it worth it.
I'm having all the feels and emotions. Like I told you, man, I'm floating, and I'm trying to be as present as possible because these moments are going so fast. But this is a big one, and what makes it special is the team that I'm going into the Hall of Fame with.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it, man.
I'm here because of guys like you.
No, listen, we're here because of guys like you. There we go. I like this. I'm gonna show this to Dirk when I sign it. First Dallas Mavericks shirt I signed, and I'm proud to sign it.
What was your favorite moment out of your career?
Oh man, getting drafted. That would be my favorite moment because that was the beginning of it all, man. That was my dream came true when I got drafted. Everything that you do, you get closer and closer and closer to that enshrinement moment, and I've been feeling appreciation from the ones that matter to me, and that's been everything.
Go to the Hall with Dwyane Wade. Can you touch on those experiences back in 2006 and 2011 and the impact and type of player that Dwyane Wade is?
Yeah, we actually bonded here the last few weeks and months. You know, now that it's all said and done and competition is over, I think there is an appreciation and the respect there for each other's career. I'm happy to go in the Hall with him.
Our teams competed against each other. You realize that he's not just a competitor, he's a super competitor. Well, you realize that he's been special as a leader off the court, not just somebody that we watched play basketball. So he's a very special man.
Our next inductee is a 13-time NBA All-Star, an 8-time member of the All-NBA team, the 2006 NBA Finals MVP, and an Olympic gold medalist. He won the NBA championship 3 times, elected by the North American Committee. Please welcome Dwyane Wade. Can you describe what this journey has been like for you?
No, I really can't. You know, it's so hard to put this journey into words. I've been trying in every interview, and the only thing I come back to is you know, basketball has been everything to me because it's allowed me and my family to see things, you know, experience things that we never imagined that we would. It's just been incredible. I'm gonna have to take a little time away once I leave this, you know, this weekend, and really sit out on the beach somewhere and just like look around and be like, what? Me? Huh? So I'm still that kid that don't even understand why I'm here.
J-Jax?
Jason Jackson, Miami Heat Broadcasting, piggybacking off of...
I like your goatee.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, it looks good.
Of all the members of the Miami Heat family that are in the Hall of Fame, you will be the first after enshrinement tomorrow that was drafted by the Twins. What significance does that hold for you?
Doing something for the first time feel good, don't it? Like it sounds good. It means something to me that I'm the first one in this rich history of the Miami Heat. All the great players that was drafted, all the great players that have played through there. But like I said, I don't want to be the last one. I want, you know, someone else that the Heat have drafted, you know, to be able to sit on this stage one day. And I would love to be here to be able to see them, you know, enter the Hall of Fame as the second. Doe.
That kid from Southside Chicago.
Yes.
You're going into the Hall of Fame. Congratulations.
Thank you guys, appreciate it.
This is when it became real for me. You always see the Hall of Famers get their jackets.
This weekend, we are in the presence of greatness. 13 NBA All-Star selections, 8 All-NBA team honors, a 3-time champion with the Miami Heat. He is being presented his Hall of Fame jacket and ring by his father, Dwyane Sr., his son, Zaire. It is Dwyane Wade.
For me, when I got this jacket, when it was presented to me by my dad and my son, the 3 generations of Wades, it meant something.
Show the ring, Eyes right here smiling.
This is the real moment right here. I'm a Hall of Famer for real. I told y'all, we all going to Hall of Fame together, but this one right here, this belongs to me, Miami. Hall of Fame style. this is one of those one-time things. I want to just get everybody in the room. Let's laugh, let's smile, let's joke, let's reminisce.
Give it up for all the Wades that's in the house. We made it, y'all. We made it. Dwyane took us somewhere.
See him get ready to cry.
It's always fun.
He was marked when he was a little baby out of mommy's womb to be a blessing. And he carries that mark with him today.
You do not get the opportunity to witness greatness as much as I have. But I want to talk about your greatness as a person.
I feel so blessed because no coaches ever get that experience to be able to be with a player for so many different chapters. We just found a bond from the ball in those 4 lines, usually when no one else was in the gym. It was a beautiful thing.
We met 20 years ago. I love you like a brother. It's crazy again that it's been 20 years and life is crazy, man. We're sitting up here at the Hall of Fame. At the Hall of Fame, bro. Who would have thought?
We was talking about our name, and I was like, I came up with this name. He said, yeah, but I made it relevant. Yeah. I ain't mad at him now, y'all. He did make it relevant. So, everybody get a glass, and let's toast to the main man of the night, one of the world's greatest players, Dwyane Wade, number 3. Love you, man.
In life, all you want is people to show up for you. And it's a lot of people in this room that have showed up for me. And a thank you is not a big enough word. My wife, who see me at my lowest, when I got the rolls on the side a little bit, I've been eating a little too much. And then when I think I'm sexy, you get to see it all. Thank you for being my partner. My handsome son, Zaire, who y'all seen as a baby. When I first started this journey, I didn't know what the hell I was doing as a father.
What's her name? Zaire.
Zaire what?
Zaire Wade.
You gave me real purpose. I knew I needed to be a model for you. So I hope I've been that. My beautiful 16-year-old daughter, Zaire, you ain't being nobody else but the child that was born on this earth. And I'm so thankful that I'm the shepherd here to support you living life. And you've made me look at life differently. And I appreciate you for that growth and that evolution. Coach Crean, I saved you for this point because I knew I was gonna get teary-eyed. Thank you for caring enough about this young kid from Robbins, that you gave me everything you had as a coach, but most importantly, as a man. Thank you for being there.
You have created so much for so many. It's unbelievable what you've done.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate you, man. I love you. You too. Appreciate you. It's been a hell of a ride, brother. Yeah. Spo, one of the most important conversations that you and I had when I didn't know if I wanted to come back and play for another year. You said, you're mine. You're my guy. Allow me to send you off the right way. And you did. That last season was beautiful, bro. And I appreciate you for taking care of me. And so, thank you for showing me what bigger than basketball looks like. My Miami family, we are like real family. We love hard. Mickey, Nick, and Madeline, thank you guys for picking me 5th and bringing me into that culture. Because without it, I probably would have been lost. I know Mickey always say, thank you for these 3 rings. You're welcome. You're welcome. But thank you guys for the experiences and the love, because it's forever.
This is one of the hottest nights in basketball. It's almost like a family reunion.
There's nothing like this weekend right now, and that's we all want to be a part of this, and
celebrate with Dwyane. He's a star of stars in this profession, but really what makes him so unique and why we all want to celebrate him is the human side.
This is an incredible pinnacle moment for a player, and so you want to be here to celebrate with them.
Everyone he's played with, he touched, he affected, and we're all proud. We're all this is like our moment too. As much as it's about D. Wade, this is about every guy that played with him, and we felt we're a small part of that journey.
We got connections. We got Henry Thomas connections.
Yes.
We got Chicago connections.
Yes.
We got Miami connections.
Yes.
We got it all.
We got it all.
We all knew it was coming, but to be here, I really can't even describe it. It's just I'm just kind of trying to take everything in.
Some guys you just see, they just take off and they go to another level. And the thing about this is, it's not about money. You know, it's not about fame. It's just strictly about being one of the best.
Good, man. That's phenomenal.
There's no way to know that you're picking a guy that's going to go to the Hall of Fame, but now that you know you picked a guy who's going into the Hall of Fame, how good is that?
Well, I really believed that when I picked him, he was a Hall of Famer. Like I knew it. I had a crystal ball or something, Jace, but he showed everybody in the NBA world and also globally that Dwyane Wade is one of the greatest players of all time. And right here tonight, we are going to induct him into the Hall of Fame. And then after, we're going to have a great party.
My brother has just continued to keep going. He hasn't stopped. And, you know, that's one thing that I admire about him, that he's never going to stop. You know, he's never going to peak. Once he conquers one thing, he chases another. He's ambitious, and I love him to death, so I'm happy for him.
What's going through you in the thought of having a guy that you won a championship here with you?
Well, he deserved it. It's just like with this guy behind me. And, you know, we knew it was coming. It just came right now, and he's going in there with a great class, which is really great.
Here he comes.
Yeah.
Sneaking over your shoulder. Getting up in here, in this space. Come on now.
Let me hop in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Do your proof.
I'll prove.
Do your proof.
Like,
my best to prove. If my best to prove, I'm good, baby. I'm wearing, you see the red I'm wearing. I'm wearing that road red that Riley loved. That's what I'm wearing tonight. Because when we put on these suits, man, we got to work. And so that's why I'm wearing this color.
It's a blessing to suit up with this man. It's a blessing to be able to play this game and to contribute to it the way we have and to be acknowledged for our efforts. So today we're going to celebrate that. That's what it's all about.
Here we go.
For sure. All right, man. All right.
I've had so many different speeches, and I didn't want this one to feel like the others. Obviously, I want to talk about the journey. I want to impart some wisdom through, my defeats, through my triumphs. You want to create something that people can take away, that they can use into their lives, and make it something that's actionable in a sense. And so I have that. I'm like, all right, I got to find my actionable, and then obviously, I have to have my thanks. But I just want to tell a story. I want to tell the story of Dwyane Wade, of the kid that came from Chicago, Illinois, and on that night, that we'll be walking into the Hall of Fame. Thank you to the Hoop Hall. Here's my final love letter.
Welcoming Dwyane to the Hall of Fame is the answer, Allen Iverson. Dwyane Wade.
Heat Nation, y'all in here? I don't got much time. Coach Pop took all the time. Let me get to it. First, I want to start by acknowledging all the individuals, Tony, Powell, Dirk,
Mike B,
who are all linked together
Heat Nation,
already.
thank you very much. Just in time for the train to come in. All right, D-Wade, they know the party was coming. They're bringing them in all the way from the airport. I love it. Folks, the symbolic nature of why we're here is obvious. The greatest player in the history of our franchise arrived here. That's right, let it happen. Arrived here to start his illustrious NBA career. I believe it was this week, 21 years ago. And everything changed. So much was already poured into the franchise when the Harrison family took over this situation and decided in 1995 to bring in our president, Pat Riley. But something else happened after Coach and Tim Hardaway and Alonzo Mourning poured that foundation with so many others. His arrival took us to a whole nother place. I remember sitting in Connecticut, Dwyane, your rookie season, and watching that amazing March you all had, literally in March, one of your favorite months, and watching you in that first round. I think it was Tony Fiorentino said it. Stan put it in the hands of the rookie, and he delivered. And then when you went to in the second round and went chest to chest with Jermaine O'Neal, and my colleague Eric Reed said, look at him, he's Superman. And he read you were in the right cinematic environment because we found out Superman was also Flash. And then that big diesel truck rolled up, and you had the combination that led us with Shaquille to the first championship. Thank you, sir. In 06. Told your friends to all come hang out in 2010. And then in 12 and 13, 2 more banners go up. Somebody asked me recently, well, how many times are you going to have these forever moments for Dwyane Wade? I said, we're going to have them forever because he earned it. So our town is this beautiful place where everyone comes from around the world to have their vacations. Some of us are smart enough to have staycations, and it's that beach to the east of us where most of us have that fun. And in the morning, that sun rises, and then there's nothing quite like a sunrise here in paradise. But when that sun sets, it has to move to the west. And that's where we find ourselves now. Doesn't mean the end, it means that a day's job is well done. And every single day, for the rest of your life, for the rest of our lives, forever, when that setting sun rolls down what some people believe is 7th Street, but all of us know is Dwyane Wade Boulevard, when that setting sun and its beautiful golden hue comes rolling down that street, it's going to hit this spot every day, forever. Honoring number 3, Dwyane Wade. And to lead us off, who better than to represent all the men that you lined up against in the arena to find your way to this forever space. Ladies and gentlemen, he gave us 20 years of fantastic work on the floor and leadership. Make some noise for the Captain Emeritus, Miami Heat Vice President, Udonis Haslem.
Dade County, where you at? Now Wade County, where you at? I can't even tell y'all the quiet, shy, very, very low-spoken young man that I met 21 years ago. The journey, I think it's in the journey. The message is in the journey. I think people are defined by those defining moments. A lot of people have great careers, but we talk about defining moments. Who are you in those defining moments? When your back is against the wall, when the lights are not shining, who are you in those moments? And I got a chance to find out who Dwyane Wade was in those moments. That's why he's my brother, because we relate on so many different levels that has nothing to do with the game of basketball. Nothing to do with the game of basketball. He's a man. He's a man who stands up for what he believes in. He's a man that if he believes in it, you cannot tell him anything different. You will not tell him anything different. I often ask him, don't nobody ever tell you no? And he looked at me and he said, no. And I understand that now. Why? Because he taught me how to dream. See, sometimes when you grow up in adverse circumstances or you grow up in inner cities, you really don't dream. You kind of know what you see around you every day. You kind of fall into the path that you walk, of the people that walk before you. And sometimes those paths don't go very far. But we talk about a kid from the south side of Chicago, Robbins. Came down here, and when I met him, I swear to God, he had 12 cavities in his mouth, y'all. 12 cavities. We spent the first day together in the goddamn dentist. Excuse my language, everybody. I was in the dentist waiting for him for 6 hours. 6 hours. This is the man who I got to know. This is the man who has grown into fashion, leader, entrepreneur, father. I mean, the list goes on and on. And you talk about somebody and how you measure somebody is, how is it when they leave? How was it when they came? And how is it when they leave? And I tell you about this city. This city is better since you came here. This city is better. These people are better. A true leader brings people together. You have brought this city together beyond measures that you will never understand, my brother. You might see South Beach. You might see Wynwood. You might see Coral Gables. But Liberty City, Overtown, Goobs, P. Ryan, Hialeah, they might not be able to afford the tickets, my brother, but you have brought a joy to them that you will never understand. Never understand. And I thought this was my city. But when I walk around this city and I get love, the love, 50% because of you. 50% because of you. I'm gonna be honest with you. So today, my brother, you've given so much to the city. You've given so much to these people. You've given so much to me as a brother. You've given so much to your family. You've given so much to this Heat organization. Coach Pat, Spo, the brotherhood, the guys that sit here behind me that played with you, that have you impacted their careers and their life beyond measures that you would not understand. We have the opportunity to give something back to you. And I know you're never nervous. I know you think you're cool as a fan. But today, boy, I see in your eyes, you shook. You ain't see this coming. And neither did I. But that's the beauty of it, dog. You put the work in. You deserve it, my brother. And I'm just happy and I'm honored to be a part of your journey. I love you forever and for life. You continue to inspire the people around you. You continue to inspire your village. And you continue to inspire the 305. And today, dog, you're officially 305 for life. So everybody throw them 305s up for my homeboy. Y'all know what it is. I love you, my brother. Thank you. 305 for life, y'all.
That's right. Keep it going for Udonis Haslem. I got you, man. There we go. As winter turned into spring in 2003, Dwyane Wade was exploding on the scene with that Marquette across his chest. And in that regional final, decided to drop a triple-double to send Kentucky out of the tournament. Now, Spo says all the time that there are players that you watch and they may break your heart, and every now and then you bring them into the fold. And I think that is exactly what happened for Patrick James Riley. As he saw his Wildcats go down, he didn't hold it against you. He brought you here. For more on that and so much more over the years, put your hands together for Miami Heat President Pat Riley.
Thank you, everybody. To the Wade clan right here, man. I mean, for all these years, it's just been incredible. But what I saw each and every day, I can't really, chop it up like Udonis can. He's got an OG podcast where they use 4-letter words and talk a lot of stuff about Coach back in the day, but this is not about that right now, UD. One day we'll have that. Put your statue up here, but You got the wrong side. You know, I'm taking a look at the Dwyane Wade that I know on this side, this picture of an angry, competitive, in your face, I ain't gonna take it, I'm not gonna go out like this competitor. I mean, you just, for all of you over there, you've missed it. When you see it on this side, everybody here knows what we're talking about. You know, that's how I saw him every day in practice, how I saw him every day, all my career with him. But I'm not gonna chop it up. I'm just gonna say, wow, okay? Things that commemorate, you know, a great history, you know, with teams, you know, world championship banners, names retired, streets that are named after players, Hall of Fame inductions, court dedications. Now this statue, one day, you know, I don't know what it is because I haven't seen it, so I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag with what it is, but I have a good feeling. But as the greatest player ever in Miami Heat history, yes, it is. It's his day. It's his day. It's his family's day. A great poet once said, "Fame is a vapor, popularity an accident. Riches take wings. Only one thing endures, and that is one's character." Udonis talked about that character. Very famous, really popular human being, Dwyane Wade, who became very rich in many ways above and beyond this monument here. Dwyane Wade showed tremendous character that will be emanating right from behind me day in and day out, night in and night out. Come rain, come shine, come anything. Dwyane Wade's, and I won't name it, will keep alive forever, for always, the character emanating like an open arms feeling when people stand before it. Should they dance? Should they pray in front of it? Should they kneel in front of it? No. Should they tell stories? No. Just stare, please. Explore all the crevices, shapes, curves, and expressions that you're going to see in this tremendous statue. I feel that welcoming character, power, and strength. I feel it right now, not because he's sitting there, because there's an 8-foot incredible statue standing behind me that's going to be showing that to everybody night in and night out. It comes from those Dwyane Wade great moments, like the infamous fourth quarter when it all seemed like lost in 2006. Down 15 against Dallas, I was all over their ass as we're about ready to get blown out of the World Championship Series. Dwyane Wade said one thing: "I am not going out like this." Well, we did not go anywhere but to our first World Championship when he took over and completely dominated anyone in front of him in that title run back in 2006. That was our first. This is our first. Okay, that was not the vapor of fame playing that day or immense popularity, or surely not simply a rich approach. It was Dwyane Wade's character, driven by an out-of-this-world performance and tough-minded championship player, elevating his talents to another level. That's all I ever knew about Dwyane. Always elevating himself to another level. His family, his friends, the people who he knew cared about him. Dwyane, I loved you as a player. I love you as a person. I love you as a champion. But I admire you more as a man, a husband, a father, a friend, even more. Thank you again for all you did for this city and for this franchise. These moments don't just happen. It's the family within, led by ownership, okay, and the patriarchs, Zoe, Udonis, all the others that have been here. I just say congratulations to a wonderful, wonderful player and a better human being. To Gabby and family, I love you for everything, man. Congrats. Have fun. Enjoy the night. I'll come out and chip away at it every now and then. Thank you, everybody.
One more time, everybody. Pat Riley. Of all the many things that Dwyane is, one of those things on that list is a New York Times best-selling author. The book titled A Father First. And Dwyane, while I'm 10 years older than you, we're in this exact same spot and handing our young men, our oldest sons, this responsibility in our family to carry everything forward. And with that in mind, it is with great pleasure the young man who reminds us how Dwyane used to look when he was a young man. Put your hands together for Zaire Wade.
So I was going to bring notes up here, but I'm just going to talk from the heart. So I appreciate you. I think why this is so dope of a moment is because, just like me and Pops talked about, this is one goal that I don't think you set going into your career. This is something that happens through your hard work, through success, but it's just so dope that he had other things set as far as accolades go, and he crossed all those off, as we know. From the All-Star appearances to the championships to all that, but to achieve something that wasn't necessarily set in mind is something special. So I'm not here to talk about the accolades necessarily, but more so the man that is behind the statue that you guys are gonna see. For me, he's a father first, like we've always talked about. Absolutely, absolutely, he's probably father first. No, but I think that goes over a lot of people's heads sometimes. No matter how that may get misconstrued, I can tell you firsthand from many different examples. Starting with some of my favorite, some memorable ones. Just the things that you installed and instilled in me as a kid to make me the young man who I am today. Starting with one of my favorites, just perseverance as a whole. No matter what you do in this life, you will have obstacles. This goes for everybody out there. I want to share what my father taught me. You will have obstacles. There will be ups and downs. It is important to believe in yourself. It's important to chase something that maybe only at certain times you can see. But you got to get up every day and continue to put in the work to reach the outcome of what's on the other side of hard, as we always talk about. And just obviously me entering my journey, being able to watch you firsthand since I had cornrows and we was at the apartment in Arquette days. It's just such a blessing because I know all the hard work that you put in behind closed doors. Another story I kind of want to give to you guys. I don't know if, well, you know, but we don't ever really talk about this story too much. It was after a game, and I know I didn't really play to the best of my ability, let's say, and I was hanging my head low. I was embarrassed, to be honest, right? And that was the moment that you looked at me, obviously asked me what was wrong, and you gave me a hug. We didn't talk about the game, we didn't talk about accolades, we didn't talk about stats. You sat there and you showed me what it is to be a loving father before anything. And I think ever since that day is when I really felt comfortable in myself, obviously on the court, but also as a man off the court. You gave me that confidence, and just such a simple moment that may go over people's heads, but like we always talk about, you are such a moment guy. You know, so I know there's a lot of naysayers, and it's gonna be that, but there's not been one person who came up to me and has something bad to say about a moment that you've had with them. You cherish those moments. You've taught me and my brothers and loved ones around how it's important for us to cherish those moments as well. So thank you. Before I finish, I want to give one more. Basically, it's an analogy that my pops taught me, and I go about it every day. I want you guys to take it with you. Parents, teach it to your kids if you haven't, but enjoy the traffic. Whatever you do, enjoy traffic. Basically meaning that, you know, we all have a GPS necessarily, and we're all in a hurry to get there, especially when we see the red or the yellow on the map. It's blocking us, and we're gonna be late. But sometimes you gotta sit there and enjoy the traffic. You know, my dad likes to say, turn the volume down and just be at peace with what's going on in the moment. Stay present, stay focused, and I appreciate you for teaching me that. Obviously on my journey, I continue to take it day by day, do my part. Hopefully that translates to continue your legacy. I love you, Pops.
Thank you, Zaire Wade. All right, Heat Nation. We are just moments away from unveiling the Dwyane Wade statue.
That's not going to get it. You guys got to give me more. Give me more, 305. Give me more. Let's go. Give me more. Give me more. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, let's count it down. And now, stand up and make some noise for number 3, Dwyane Wade.
That's good.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Y'all look at this. Y'all got videos, photos. This is crazy. I didn't really prepare a lot for this moment, actually. I got a book up here, but there's only a few things in here. And I wanted to feel this.
You know, life goes by so fast. And it's very rare that we get to feel things because we always off to the next thing. And so I didn't prepare much because I just wanted to feel this, man. I wanted to look at it. Like, that's crazy. I can't believe that. Who is that guy? Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer. None of this happens without the person I call the big guy, and that's my God. And so I want to thank my God for this moment first and foremost before I get going. I've just been thinking about like what I'm gonna say. I've written so many speeches. I've thanked everybody as many times as I can. I've come up with cool phrases and cool words to express these different moments. And I didn't have it for this one. I couldn't think of anything because this is out of body, y'all. This is nothing that you can dream of. This is nothing I ever thought I would experience. I didn't play for this. I didn't pick up the basketball for this. I picked up the basketball to change my family's life. My dad put the basketball in my hand, and I kept going because I wanted to change my family's lives. And I know it's so many of you out here that are having that same dream daily, that is waking up and walking in that same air of, I want to be the first. I want to do these things. I want to make my mom and my dad proud. I want to one day make my kids proud. I want to one day make my wife proud. What all the things is, we all of us have similar thoughts. And if you're lucky enough, and you're blessed enough, you have similar experiences. And I can't write this script any better. I have a production company, and we ain't done this. We ain't been able to write this script. Being drafted here, I didn't know nothing about Miami. Actually, when I came in for my workout, it was nighttime. I didn't get a chance to see nothing. I saw the gym, and I saw a plane out of here. And then I got drafted here. And the first thing I remember is walking in. Well, after they sent the PJ for me, thank you guys for that. I'd never been on a PJ before. That was my first time. But walking in and meeting Pat Riley, that was crazy. I don't think y'all know how cool Pat is to us in the basketball world. And sorry, Chris, but black women love Pat Riley. So my whole family loves some Pat. And I got to walk in here and I got to meet that guy, that man. And the first thing he bought me was the playbook. And it was a thick ass playbook. And I'm a hooper. So as much as we were celebrating, all I could think about is I got to learn this playbook. And I remember after that press conference, photo with my son and Pat together and talking about being the fifth pick on this team. I remember going back to my hotel at the Mandarin Oriental. And I remember once my family, everyone went to sleep, my sister, everyone was there. I remember sitting there thinking to myself, I'm 21 years old, I'm from the hood. Like UD said, I got 12 cavities, a couple root canals needed in there. I'm rough around the edges, as they would say. But I remember sitting on that balcony, and I remember thinking to myself, oh, it's all on you now, kid. They didn't draft you just to make the roster. They drafted you fifth. They drafted you here to change the organization. We were a 25-win team before I was drafted. And so
I took that upon myself that day to say I was going to do everything in my power to make sure that the people who continue to believe in me and believed in me, that I can pay them back on that. And so the moves and the decisions over my career to play with other guys and sacrifice whatever y'all think I sacrificed was to pay them back for that, was to pay you guys back for that. You guys embraced me, Miami. I'm a kid from the inner city of Chicago. I came here not knowing anything about this culture. I still don't speak a lot of Spanish. I damn sure didn't speak none when I came here. And you guys embraced me. And I felt the home here right away. And that just doesn't happen. When you sit in that draft room and you don't know where you're gonna go, you don't know where your family gonna live, and to come here and to get embraced right away, all I wanted to do was make sure that I give back that same feeling. And so I hope I've given that back. I'm one of the luckiest men in the world, not because people don't say no to me, because I get a lot of no's, trust and believe, but people believe in me. And I think that's the thing right there, man. When you're growing up and you're young, people don't believe in you. They don't believe in your dreams. I think about it, told somebody, hey, my dream is to go to the NBA, win 3 NBA championships, have 13 All-Star appearances, play with some of the greatest players ever, have a statue one day, be in the Hall of Fame, have jersey retirement, travel the world. You think somebody was going to tell me that was going to happen? No one is going to just believe in your dream unless they see you working towards that dream and that belief. And so the reason that Udonis, and before I get into a fight with him, UD, because if I don't say UD and I say it's government, it's gonna be problems. The reason UD can say that this is my city, a person who's from here, who went to college here, who's won 3 championships here, who spent his entire life besides that 1 year going overseas to go prove himself and show everybody who he was. The reason he can say that is because he's seen the work. And the work is the reason that we're here. We're not here because the Miami Heat organization liked me. We're here because we're champions. You don't get this unless you win. You understand that? You guys are winners. The city is a winner. The state is a winner. We won championships, y'all. And so the work that was put in behind the scenes when the doors was closed was some of the hardest things that we've ever done, to believe. And so I'm one of the lucky ones because I had an organization that I was drafted to. I had coaches on the sideline. I had players, not all of them. Some of them we got in here and got out of here. They weren't the culture. They weren't a part of the culture. They didn't represent it right. But I had people who believed in me, and they believed that I can lead us. And so because of that belief, I gave everything that I had to the game. And that's why I walked away 6 years ago feeling complete, because I gave it all. So before I get to the end of this, for all the young kids out there that are like little Dwyane, that is growing up in at-risk communities, growing up poor, growing up with nobody believing in them, feeling like no one sees you, feeling like your voice is not heard. You can accomplish anything in life. It starts with you, it ends with you. But in between you and you is gonna be the people that's gonna help you along that journey. And that's why I'm standing up here, because I believed in me and I understood it was about me. But I had to open up and allow other people to help me get here. Like that guy. And a lot of other guys. So
I want to end with these words, man. As athletes, we all are, it's microphones put in our faces every day about a lot of things, but one word that comes around a lot is legacy. Media asks a lot, what is legacy? What do you want your legacy to be? What is it gonna be when you're done? What will it be? We get all these questions about legacy, and I'm gonna tell y'all that's one of the hardest questions to ask, to answer. And so I have words to sum up what legacy is. And when I say what legacy is, legacy for this organization and what we believe in. And those words are from the Godfather himself, from Pat Riley. And these are words and actions that Zoe, UD, myself, and now BAM have held and will continue to hold. Legacy. I don't have a vision of what my legacy is. You have to develop a philosophy. It's an image of a desired state that you want to get to. A house divided against itself will not stand. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Current Miami Heat players, y'all hear that? A house divided against itself will not stand. You're either in or you out. You don't merely want to be considered the best of the best. You want to be considered the only ones who do what you do. You want to make sure that one day you'll leave some footprints. And I think that legacy is what it's all about. You want to leave something behind that people can follow and that people can hold on to. So to my kids, to my wife, to my mother, to my father, my sisters, my brothers, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins, my nephews, my nieces, my friends, my business partners, and my coaches, and to the fans, to Heat Nation, most importantly, to Wade County. Thank you all for following. And I believe I've gave you guys something set in stone to hold on to. This is my house. I'm out.